old is your mom? What? No, not like that. No, it is. It is.
The story begins with Satoru Fuji, a 29-year-old man whose dreams haven't come true. Fujinuma wants to be a manga artist, but his work keeps getting rejected. Editors say his drawings don't show who he really is, and they tell him to dig deeper, to put more of himself into his stories. But Fujinuma is scared. He's hiding from something that happened when he was a kid, something terrible in his old neighborhood. So now he works as a pizza delivery man. That's where he meets Katagiri, a kind high school girl who becomes his friend. His life looks simple, but there's something unusual about him. Fujinuma has a street power called revival. Whenever something bad is about to happen, time rewinds a few minutes. He relives the same scene and must figure out what's wrong to stop it. He doesn't control it, it just happens. If you watch Final Destination, it's the same power that the characters have. They basically see something bad happen before it happens, something like that. Sometimes saving others means he gets hurt instead. One day while they're delivering pizza, revival activates. Fujinuma feels something is off, then sees a truck heading toward a little boy. He rushes to save him. The boy survives, but Fujinuma gets hit by a car. Luckily, Katagiri is nearby and takes him to the hospital. He's lucky to survive, and after a few days he goes home. When he gets back, his mother Sachiko is there. She is 52, caring and still full of energy. She came to take care of him after hearing about the accident. Mind you, she's 52.
Hey, Mike, how old is your mom? What? No, not like that. No, it is.
That night, as they watch TV together, the news talks about a missing child who was found alive in Yokohama, and the kidnapper had been caught. The story makes Sachiko remember something from the past. She asks Fujinuma if he remembers the kidnapping case in their old town when he was in 5th grade. 2 of his classmates were kidnapped and killed. Fujinuma can't remember much. His mind feels blank. His mother explains that they tried to make him forget back then because his own life had been in danger. That night, while in bed, Fujinuma remembers a man named Yuki. He was about 20 years old and used to play with the neighborhood kids. 6 months after the kidnapping case, Yuki was arrested as a serial kidnapper and murderer.
Yeah, double homicide.
But Fujinuma never believed he was guilty. A few days later, Fujinuma and his mom go to the supermarket to restock food. As they leave, revival activates again. Fujinuma feels uneasy and tells his mother something bad might happen. They both start looking around. Chico spots a man wearing sunglasses and a hat. He's holding a little girl's hand while she eats ice cream. When he notices Sachiko watching him, he panics, leaves the girl, and drives off. Thinking quickly, Chico takes a photo of his car before he disappears. At the same time, they run into Katagiri in the parking lot, and Sachiko invites her to dinner. On their walk home, Sachiko can't stop thinking about the man's eyes. They look familiar, but she can't remember from where. She doesn't realize he's secretly watching them. Her suspicion grows. She checks the photo and finds out the car was a rental. That means the man was planning something serious. Maybe a kidnapping, but he stopped because she saw him. Still, those eyes keep bothering her. She goes to the library and looks through old newspapers. She finds the report from the kidnapping that happened 18 years ago. When she sees the picture, everything clicks. Those eyes, it's the same man. Sachiko rushes home, ready to tell Fujinuma the truth. She wants to apologize for not believing him when he said Yuki was innocent. But Fujinuma isn't home. She hangs her coat and waits. Then there's a knock at the door. She thinks it's her son, but when she opens it, a man in a suit attacks her. He stabs her in the back. She falls to the floor bleeding. Before she dies, she sees his face clearly and knows for sure he's the real killer. She tries to reach for her phone to warn Fujinuma, but the man grabs it before she can. Later that night, Fujinuma finishes work and heads home. On the stairs, he passes a man in a suit wearing a hat. He doesn't think anything of it. When he reaches his apartment, he sees the door open. Maybe his mom forgot to close it. He steps inside, removes his shoes, and walks into the living room. What he sees freezes him in place. His mother is lying on the floor, covered in blood. He runs to the floor, shaking her, trying to wake her up, but she doesn't move. That's when he sees the knife in her stomach. Just then, his neighbor walks in, holding a plate of food to thank Sachiko for sharing curry the night before. She stops horrified. Fujinuma is on the floor, his hands covered in blood. She screams and calls the police. When the officers arrive, they tell him to come with them for questioning. Fujinuma panics. He runs, The police chase him, then revival activates again. But this time something's different. Instead of going back a few minutes, Fujinuma is pulled back 18 years into the past. He opens his eyes. He's a child again, standing outside his elementary school. The year is 1988. The kidnappings are about to begin.